You are not stuck. You are attached. There is a difference. And until you understand that difference, you will keep rebuilding the same prison with different walls. The Stoics had a name for what you're carrying. They called it a ghost, a version of yourself that is already dead, but you refuse to bury it. This video is about the burial. Most men think starting over means changing their circumstances. New city, new job, new relationship. They are wrong. You can move across the world and still wake up as the same man. Because the problem is not where you are. The problem is who you refuse to stop being. Seneca wrote, "It is not that I am brave enough to begin again. It is that I am tired enough of carrying what no longer belongs to me. Tired enough. That is the threshold, not motivation, not inspiration. Exhaustion with the weight of a life that stopped fitting years ago." 7 Stoic Principles. That is what this video covers. 7 principles for letting go of the man you used to be and stepping into the man you were always meant to become. Do not skip ahead. Every principle builds on the one before it. Principle 1. Name the ghost before you can bury something. You must name it. Most men carry a ghost without knowing it, a version of themselves formed in their 20s, their teens, their first failure. A version built to survive a world that no longer exists. You were rejected, so you built walls. You failed publicly, so you stopped trying visibly. You were told you were not enough, so you became someone else entirely. That someone else, that survival version, is the ghost, and the ghost is not protecting you anymore. It is limiting you. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Confine yourself to the present, not the version of yourself from 5 years ago, not the identity forged in pain." The present self, the evolving self. First task. Write down one version of yourself you are still pretending to be, not who you want to be, who you are still performing. Name the ghost. Only then can you let it go. Principle 2. Solitude reveals what attachment hides. You cannot hear the truth about yourself in a crowd. Most men avoid silence because silence tells them things they do not want to know. It shows them which friendships are habits, which ambitions are other people's expectations, which version of themselves they have been performing for an audience that stopped watching years ago. Epictetus taught that the undisciplined mind runs from itself. It fills every moment with noise, screens, conversations, busyness, because if it slows down, the truth arrives, and the truth is heavy. But solitude is not punishment. Solitude is a surgical tool. It cuts through the performance, it strips the noise, and what is left underneath all of it is you, the real you, not the ghost. 1 week of deliberate solitude. 20 minutes every morning. No phone, no music, no input, just silence. Let the ghost show itself. Then decide if you still want to carry it. Principle 3. Kill the pattern, not the memory. Men make a mistake when starting over in life. They try to forget, delete the photos, block the numbers, move apartments. But the memories are not the problem. The patterns are. You can delete every photo of a relationship that broke you, but if you still choose people who treat you the same way, you have changed nothing. You can leave a career that drained your soul, but if you still need external approval to feel worthy, you have changed nothing. Marcus Aurelius called this the difference between change and transformation. Change is external. Transformation is internal. Identify one pattern that has followed you through every chapter of your life, not the circumstance, the behavior. Do you withdraw when things get hard? Do you self-sabotage when success gets close? Do you choose chaos over discipline every time? That pattern is the ghost's operating system. You do not delete memories, you rewrite the code. If this is already cutting through, you're in the right place. Hit subscribe, hit the bell. More videos like this every week. Now, back to work. Principle 4. Discomfort is the price of entry. Here is the part most people skip over. Starting over is not a revelation. It is not a beautiful moment of clarity where everything makes sense. It is uncomfortable, deeply uncomfortable. You will feel like you are betraying the old you, like you are erasing years of your life, like you are becoming a stranger to yourself. That discomfort is not a sign you are doing it wrong. It is proof that you are doing it right. Epictetus wrote, "If you want to make progress, be content to appear foolish and stupid with regard to external things." Starting over means appearing unfinished for a while, unstable, uncertain. But the Stoics did not fear instability. They walked into it because they understood that the man on the other side of discomfort is always stronger than the man who avoided it. Stop waiting for the moment it feels comfortable. That moment will never come. Move anyway. Principle 5. Build on discipline, not motivation. Motivation is the most overrated word in modern culture. Men wait for motivation to start over. Wait for the right feeling, the right moment, the right level of pain to finally force their hand. And they wait for years. Seneca wrote, "While we are postponing, life speeds by." The Stoics did not build their lives on feeling. They built them on virtue, on action, on Stoic discipline. 1 hour earlier than you are comfortable with. One habit you do, even on the days you do not want to. One commitment to yourself that you honor the way you honor your commitments to others. Motivation shows up after you start, not before. If you are waiting for motivation to begin, you have already lost. Start with discipline. The feeling will follow. Principle 6. Protect the new self. This is a principle most transformation content ignores. You cannot rebuild yourself while surrounded by the people who benefit from you staying the same. Think carefully about that sentence. There are people in your life, some of them close, who do not actually want you to change. Not because they are evil, because your change unsettles them. Because if you grow, it holds up a mirror to their stagnation. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "It's possible to move forward even if you don't share the path with everyone." Starting over requires ruthless environmental curation. You do not owe anyone an explanation for your growth. You do not owe anyone a version of yourself that no longer exists. Audit your environment. Who in your life consistently drags you back? Who rewards the ghost and punishes the real you? You cannot let go of the old life if the old life is still sitting across from you at dinner every night. Principle 7. Let go without ceremony. The final principle is the most misunderstood. Men wait for a ritual of closure, an apology, an explanation, a final conversation that makes everything make sense. They wait for permission. The Stoics would have laughed at this, not cruelly, but with the deep knowing of men who understood the nature of time. You do not need closure to let go. You need only to decide. Epictetus, "Seek not that the things which happen should happen as you wish, but wish the things which happen to be as they are, and you will have a tranquil flow of life." This is not passive acceptance. This is radical ownership. The old life happened. It shaped you. It is done. You do not need it to apologize for itself. You do not need to understand it fully. You do not need ceremony. You let go, not because the past is resolved. You let go because the future is waiting, and it will not wait forever. 7 principles. Name the ghost. Use solitude. Kill the pattern. Walk into discomfort. Build on discipline. Protect your new self. Let go without ceremony. None of this is easy. If it were easy, every man would do it. But the man who does this work, who buries the ghost and builds on what remains, that man becomes rare. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." What has been blocking your new life? It is the path to your new life. The old you was not a failure. He was a student. He learned everything you needed to know to become who you are about to be. But he cannot come with you. This is the burial. This is the burial. This is the beginning. If this reached you, do not scroll past it. One action. right now. Write down the name of the ghost you are still carrying, not tomorrow, now. Subscribe and come back tomorrow because the work does not stop here.